conversation. 19 for 32, 182 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception. We're so accustomed to this guy throwing for 400 yards, 500 yards. He actually led the team in rushing, 5 carries for 59 yards.
Right there in scoring position.
Career high.
This is what I needed to see from this Kansas City offense. You guys have heard me talk about it all the time. Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, Eric Bieniemy, these guys have an explosive nature. Sometimes when it's 3rd and 4, they throw the ball 50 yards down the football field. Why? Because the quarterback has the arm talent to be able to do these types of things, and they trust him. But what defenses started to do, and New England did it last year in the AFC Championship, don't give up the explosive touchdown. And then when they get in the red zone, when the windows are smaller, they don't score touchdowns like the best of teams in the National Football League.
Yeah.
So that's what teams are doing. And to see Patrick Mahomes have a subpar game, complete only 19 of his passes out of 32, and run the football, meaning he's just trying to win the game. He's not trying to push the ball down the field. He's
not want to win the MVP.
He didn't try. Yeah, he's just trying to win the ball game. So for me, I saw a lot of maturity out of Patrick Mahomes tonight, and I also saw a lot of maturity and growth out of this offense. And I think it's going to bode these guys well moving forward.
I think the biggest thing for me is health. You got to get healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, the Chiefs, this game shouldn't even been that close. I personally feel like
it's a division game, guys.
It is, but there was opportunities there. But you Tyreek's down, right? You lost
Damian
Williams. You have,
but every team deals with injuries, dog. You got that's the whole
this is the
point
problem.
Of the game.
This is the problem when you got all that money put on that offensive side. And that's what you are. You're an offensive team.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, your top receiver goes down that you just paid, and your running back who's been stepping up is down, and you're leaning on guys that you have to give load management to. That's concerning down the stretch, right?
It's concerning to me because you like the way the Kansas City Chiefs plays. I wouldn't pick this Kansas City Chiefs team the way they're playing right now against nobody in the playoffs moving forward. They're an offensive team, as we said.
Right.
They have to score points. Their defense isn't good enough for them to play this kind of football. They're able to play this kind of football with the Chargers because they're not a very good football team. Phillip Rivers gave you 4 opportunities by turning the football over.
That's what I'm saying.
Tom Brady's not going to give you those opportunities.
No,
You're going to lose that ball game. I don't know what's going on with Kansas City, man, because when I want them to run the football, it doesn't quite look like I'm used to seeing them run it.
Right.
I do trust in Pat Mahomes. I think him and the rest of those guys, you talked about some of the injuries. I think when they get some of those guys back, the offense will still look explosive and dynamic. But, Mike Rob, you're absolutely right. I never really thought about it until I kind of thought about it. Put myself in that situation and in those shoes. As a DB, yeah, I don't want to run it with Tyreek Hill and all that, right? So stay deep.
Stay deep.
Right.
But when I get to the red zone where it ain't much room for him to run, he going to run out the back of the end zone. It's timing at that point.
Right.
Speed kills, except for when you ain't got nowhere to run.
Exactly.
And so that is going to be the formula to beat this offense. They have to learn how to score points in the red zone, manufacture offense, exploit the matchups, the same way New England's done it for years and years. They have backs who can catch the football out the backfield. You got Travis Kelce. You can put one of those receivers in the slot. That's how you got to work this offense.
Well, I think they've done. I'm sorry, I keep cutting you off.
That is what we're doing here. We're supposed to be talking, so good. Go ahead. You have the ball.
Well, thank you. I feel like they've been trying to do that, right? You're trying to find ways to get Travis Kelce open, and we saw that great pass by Patrick Mahomes to him in the corner. But it's just the other guys, like, find a way to get Hardman the ball in space and let him use that. I mean, I don't know what kind of speed that is because him and Tyreek Hill are, like, right there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking they're neck and neck. But you still have guys out there, Sammy Watkins out here making guys miss. When you it's not about winning. And I know winning is everything. This is what in the league. But I was always taught it's about how you win. That's what the great teams do. Do you play flawless football? When you get 4 turnovers, you should be scoring touchdowns, period. It shouldn't be a close game if someone throws 4 picks. It shouldn't. That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be close. The old Kansas City Chiefs team that we've seen, that we grew to love last year, if you turn the ball over 4 times, they might have put 100 on you. They're struggling right now, and so they have to find a way to get back in their rhythm.
What are y'all talking about? Man, look. They won an ugly game.
You're right.
Sometimes it happens that way. And we haven't seen them win ugly games in the past. We've seen them win when Patrick Mahomes is throwing for 300, 400 yards. To me, this is a step in the right direction. The fact that they weren't hitting on all cylinders, the fact that they got the 4 turnovers and didn't make it all into points, and you still won the game. It's a division game, guys. So nobody's saying the 49ers aren't that good because they struggle with the Cardinals.
No,
it's a division game.
I'm saying that.
I'm saying that.
The 49ers got to show me
it's
a little bit more.
It's a division game.
No, to your point, it is a division game. You're right.
That's the same reason Atlanta went out there and smoked the Carolina Panthers this past week. It's a division game. Of course they're going to be hard.
Well, my leading rusher is Patrick
acting like y'all ain't
Mahomes,
never did that
who just came off a dislocated knee.
Mm-hmm.
When kneecap, I'm sorry. When LaShawn McCoy has 7 carries, 29 yards, not bad, 4-point average.
Talk about on a dicey field,
it was a dirty win, and they got it. They made it happen.
How about the first half, too? You talk about 63 passing yards.
It's a dirty win. See, the problem with the league is this. Like, when you want to sustain success, when you want to be a team that's successful, like the New England Patriots, that how they've been for decades, right? It's how you win. Right? You ever seen Bill Belichick when they don't play the right way and they win?
You know what? Great. I'm glad you said that. How did the New England Patriots win this past weekend?
It was ugly.
It was ugly, right? No, it was really ugly, right?
What did Tom say in his press conference?
They figured it out and won an ugly game.
He said he was frustrated because we are not playing the type of ball that we need to play. Yes, we won, but this is not who we are and how we want to do it. So we have to be better.
Yeah, what do you expect?
I'm not going to congratulate them on what they did in this game.
Ain't nobody saying congratulate them. All you saying is that is a high-powered offense in Kansas City. We're accustomed to them scoring a lot of points and putting up a lot of yards.
Right.
They still won the game not doing that.
But think about it. Your defense, you think their defense is going to get 4 turnovers every game?
No.
And that's
the defense is an issue.
And that's why it's going to be tough.
I'm not saying that. When have I ever said their defense wasn't an issue?
Shout out Frank Clark.
Just tough.
When have I said their defense wasn't an issue?
That's all I'm saying. I thought we had 10 minutes.
Hey, speaking of defense, our MJ Acosta is with Tyrann.
MJ, what's up, girl?
Hey.
Tyrann, one of the leaders in tackles tonight for the Chiefs. A clutch interception by you. How huge was it for you to come up for the Chiefs tonight?
Well, we know defensively. I mean, first of all, we know what our offense could do. Defensively, we just wanted to come out, really complement our offense, and really take advantage of certain opportunities that we get. We left a couple out there today, but I was happy with the turnovers that we did get.
Last year, you guys almost came here to Mexico City to play. Now, having felt that atmosphere here at Estadio Azteca, what can you draw away from it?
You know what? We only been out here a few days, but the people were great, the hospitality was great, the food was good, and all these people showed up. They stayed the whole game. So much respect to the people of Mexico, and we look forward to coming back and play here anytime.
Your boy Sorensen with that ridiculous interception right at the end zone. What were you thinking at that moment?
Well, at the end of the day, we just want to make the play. We've been in this situation so many times, and the other team's offense have the ball and they drive the ball, and we never made the play. So I was proud of our guys today for coming up clutch and making that play.
Knowing the implications that could have had on the AFC West, what does it say about the way this team is rallying, especially the guys on the defensive side of the ball?
Well, we knew this game count twice, because this is a division game, quality opponent. Can't take nothing away from them. Despite their record, got guys all over the place. Got a real leader in Phillip over there, so you can never take them lightly. I was real proud of my team today, how we came out. It was some hiccups, but we fought through it and we grinded through it, and we made some big plays when it mattered the most.
You guys definitely fought for the dub. Congratulations. Thanks for your time.
Appreciate it.